Go tit, there tit, everywhere tit tit. Right? No, that's not TT, right? TITHI. Not being vulgar. I'm just hitting got it on all the. All right, let's get this going. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at northwest of Maxim. Happy holy space / Venus degree to you all. How are you? I am here with my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I am well pleased, and they
Islam.
Hey, who the fuck is that?
Oh, wow. And I am Brother Corey Bey. All right. So, who else? Go ahead and introduce yourselves. Glad to be in the building. Yeah, Brother Sean, you're muted, bro.
You muted, bro.
Nah, Brother Sean Alim L, all is well.
Braveheart. Trying to tell you, bro. I yield. We got another special guest, y'all. Check it out.
I am Brother Armo Bey, and I'm not bowing my head. I have to speak into the mic like this.
Islam.
Let me, without further ado, we just gonna cut to the chase. Do our invocation in Moorish American prayer. Brother Corey Bey is going to lead us in, so you guys already know. Face the east. If I was to face east, I like face this way. Face the east. All 5 appendages on the left hand extended. Just the index in the middle, appendage on the right extended. 5 on the left, 2 on the right, standing on the 45. However, let me show you how we're standing here. Let me share the screen and bring up our divine constitution and bylaws for the Moorish Divine National Movement, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America, respectfully, pertaining to how Prophet Noble Drew Ali has brought it about. And shout out to my little princess. Solar return was yesterday. Number 6. She's number 6. All right. So shout out to Surya. Happy solar return, baby. All right. So let's go right here. Hey, Mo. Hey, don't you Mo me. Hey, Mo, I'm just saying, Prophet Noble Drew Ali ain't bringing them stars and moons astrology, bro. You're a liar because it says right here in the Moorish American prayer, by night and by day. Shut up. All right, anyway, so as we see, Prophet Noble Drew Ali is clearly standing here on the divine constitution and bylaws pertaining to the Moorish Divine and National Movement pertaining to the world, Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Moorish Science Temple of America. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, bro.
All right, so that's great. So we're going to do the Moorish American prayer, and we're all facing east, standing like Prophet Noble Drew Ali is standing there, except 5 on the left, 2 on the right, instead of standing due guard like Prophet Noble Drew Ali. How he is there in his abba, in his Sharif national headdress, that black fez, right? All right, so here we are, Moorish American prayer here at the bottom, saying to divine constitution and bylaws here, and Brother Corey Bey, our beloved brother President Corey Bey, is leading us in, and as I stand also, and I yield the floor to you, beloved brother. Islam,
Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Lord, the Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
Father of love.
Peace, freedom, and justice.
Truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide and my salvation.
My guide and my salvation.
By night and by day.
By night and by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Drew Ali. Ameen.
Ameen. Brother President Corey Bey, I mean, I don't know if you want to go so soon. However, would you like to continue reading? Because there are 2 letters to be read in every meeting. Would you like to read the 2 letters to be read in every meeting from here, from the administrative functions, page 84 and 85? Yeah.
Islam. Yeah,
Islam.
All right. Administrative functions, Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929. To be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother, Islam, all capital letters, I am glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There is a host of quote unquote jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation, excuse me. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that paid their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I am calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance, and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my quote unquote fame and nobility. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. The thought of Allah manifested in flesh being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish divine and national movement. And I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Signed off, Noble Drew Ali, Islam.
Second letter to be read in every meeting, here from the excerpts taken from the Moorish Guide newspaper within the book that is termed The Moorish Literature, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, on page 13. And I yield the floor to you, Brother Corey. Islam.
Islam, divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslims. Governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. Pardon me. Let me start again. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. Stop flashing your cards at your ancient selves. Pardon me, I couldn't help it. Stop flashing your cards at modern Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the Prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The Prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their Prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the Prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali or Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali doing religious corporate activity as Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Then, for now, Nunk Proton.
Hashtag Aldebaran.
Islam.
Oh. So with that said, for people that don't know what Aldebaran is, that's the bullseye in the constellation Taurus, right? So instead of saying bullseye, you know, you put that emoji with the bullseye, we just be like hashtag Aldebaran.
Astrological humor.
Yeah, Astro at all times, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Astro jokers, right? Astro jesting, right? So we're the astrologisters. Oh, maybe it's just me because I love the comedy portion of it. Okay, however, anyway, all right. So guys, we'd like to welcome you. Look at this. This is Veritas 11, guys. We're just going to cut right to the chase. Before we get to bringing up the PDF, I'm going to play some tunes right now that I'm very interested in playing, right? And as you guys see, we're going to just go right in on Veritas 11. Next Friday, I think, will be our final presentation on Veritas. That'll be 12. You guys have had 12, all righty? And we're just going to, wherever we complete and finish next Friday is where we're going to complete it, all right? 12 is what you have for the Veritas, not including the one, which is really 13 now, the one that was done last March, all righty? So let me hit the start. Pardon me, I had to stop. Let me hit start again. And now I think I'm going to go here. And I'm looking for Paragon Rico music. You guys don't know. Look, guys, go to your YouTube now, right? You guys, there are so many more American artists that I have no problem listening to playing on the Bluetooth speaker loudly, from our beloved brother Cujo Ottawa L near Canaan Land, the Grand Sheik for Subordinate Temple number 5 near the Toronto Corporation. Alrighty, playing the best of Iron Sheik, best of Moorish MC. That's one of my favorites to play because it's got the, you know what I mean, the unlimited play with the record scratch and all that. I love it. You know what I mean? Like a DJ just totally just, you know what I mean, put the best of Iron Sheik together. Then there's, you know, Khalifa Society. There's other Moors that I know are Temple Moors that, you know, oh, well, they see things this way. They're part of the sellout. I mean, they had some great music. I mean, the spirit could probably be a little further, but I trust that eventually we all come to a place where we can kind of see, where we can see the universality that Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought without the dogma, Moorish American Temple turned lodge type energy that comes with that. So I'm not knocking you guys, and I'm not speaking, making any negative assertions about any organizations or any group of beings. I'm just saying, guys, like, it's got to come to a point where you realize, you know what I mean? You got to inhale and exhale, you know what I mean? So you can keep surviving, having your blood flow, you know what I mean? So we're going to need each other like breathing. All righty. So then there's, you know, Khalifa Society, like I said, Brother Cujo, other Moors out there. Like, I got to admit, the Birth of a Gemini joint was still hot for me. So shout out to that good mother for what it's worth as far as the project and what I see in the spirit, regardless of whatever, I guess, the, you know, actual religious corporate practices are. That's their style. So coming here, guys, I'm pretty sure there's many others. You see what I'm saying? You already know that you've seen Brother Hasan Bey on the song, the platform Abandoned Not, where I, you know, sampled Brother Taj in the track that I had did for Brother Corey on the first verse, Brother Ba'ara's on the second verse. So we're going to now, you know what I mean? Because, guys, you're about to see some music really come to the forefront. I'm just going to say it. I think for the next 10 years or so, you guys are going to be playing nothing but Moorish American artists. Like for the next 10 years, the rappers and the singers, so to speak, are going to be Moorish Americans. I guarantee you that's going to be the hottest thing on Billboard. Because and we're not even going for it. There are no deals, no record deals, no associated. It's just the people are going to be demanding it. And you'll see. I'm not being facetious, not one bit. So, however, without further ado, Brother R, which is the first song you wanted me to share, bro?
You could play that new joint, The Birds.
That's in my email too. That one too.
It's on
play
YouTube.
The Birds right now.
It's on YouTube.
All right. I think all I had to hit was the back button on Birds, bro. You feel me? All right, y'all. Check this out, man. This is The Birds. After this one, can we do the one that you and Brother Cujo did next?
Yeah, for sure.
And then we'll go out with the one you sent me in my email, right? Scimitar and out, right?
Wow.
All right, this line. So let's do this one right now.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna run this up? Go ahead. Subscribe, like, share, run these numbers up, y'all. Slime.
I'm just a Moor on a mission. And if I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I'm just a Moor on a mission. Enormous division is, of course, I'm a legend, but they treat me like a pigeon. If I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I guess the birds be my witnesses. I'm just a Moor on a mission. Enormous division is, of course, I'm a legend, but they treat me like a pigeon. If I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I guess the birds be my witnesses. Cause this is for the birds when you think of it. The way these thoughts turn to sand and got you sinking in. We rise above like a phoenix out the ashes. We everlasting, still on the path. No collision, but we never crashing. Divine and national, you better tap in. No moving backwards, you extra passive, not even bashing. I see you basking while I radiate truth on the mic, that's radioactive. Aquarius with the flow, but I'm not a Baptist. Familiar, I seen this act while you reacting. Conserve energy or meet an early casket. Honor thy mother and father, don't be a bastard. Or sell out pastor, become the master of self or bondage, makes them happier. We'll let the dead bury the dead and proceed to the following chapter. I know it so well, they hope I won't tell. Been moving slow, but the road got me shining like a soul flare. Enormous division is, of course, I'm a legend, but they treat me like a pigeon. If I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I guess the birds be my witnesses. I'm just a Moor on a mission. Enormous division is, of course, I'm a legend, but they treat me like a pigeon. If I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I guess the birds be my witnesses.
My position has always been this with Moors. We stand for the law, and we have nothing to hide. What you're dealing with is a government of criminals that people have assumed to be the law and give them credit for that. It's very important for people to know the real history. You must know world history. And you must dismiss the black and white game. If you don't, you're already in the trap. You're in the matrix.
Stay out the trap, move wisely, it's highly likely. On your climb, some vines might be poison ivy. Keep striving, reminded from time to time we lose sight. In the dark, more shine like high. Stay out the trap, move wisely, it's highly likely. On your climb, some vines might be poison ivy. Keep striving, reminded from time to time we lose sight. In the dark, more shine like ivy. On a mission, enormous division is, of course, I'm a legend, but they treat me like a pigeon. If I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I guess the birds be my witnesses. I'm just a Moor on a mission. Enormous division is, of course, I'm a legend, but they treat me like a pigeon. If I saw for a minute, wonder who would even witness it. I guess the birds be my witnesses.
It's long. All right, let's now the one that you and Grand Cujo did, right?
When you're using apps on your iPhone, you may start to see this.
Say that
It's
again.
the new app tracking.
The one with Brother Cujo is called Cherry Tree.
Yeah, it's long. So we're gonna go to Paragon Rico Music. Y'all already see that I'm subscribed, guys. Now Cherry Tree right here. Paragon Rico, Cherry Tree, right?
Yeah.
Right, I know, right? Paragon
Moorish
Bay, right?
Moorish exclusive.
What'd you say, bro?
That shit was fire. That shit was fire, bro.
Thank you, bro.
It's long. Here we go.
Too many cowards, I don't see enough bravery. Some of y'all gonna fall for the slavery. Who you claim to be is a label C. It's the way you think and the way you speak. In a low, shallow grave where they buried me. Till I rose from the dead, now they scared of me. And they better be no trespassing. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. In a low, shallow grave where they bury me. Till I rose from the dead, now they scared of me. And they better be no trespassing. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree.
Flying cherry tree at temple meetings and holy day service. Cherry tree still has Massachusetts nervous. On the highway, you saw it, but no shots fired, but turned coats. So watch black and Moorish liars. Cherry tree on my ID and chest patches center. Cherry tree in the sky calls all more avengers. Red, the cherry, 5-point green star, the leaves. Used to suffocate thieves or conquer beliefs. Master fruition, cause dirty Moors deceive with corpse banners before Moroccan cherry trees. Lying and call it a flag of the kingdom first, then boasting $11 million net worth. 10 to 50,000 years old, we're told, till you check the commas or talk to Brahmas. Curved axe head symbology is lunar. Touch my cherry tree now. Watch us scalp them sooner.
Too many cowards, I don't see enough bravery. Some of y'all gonna fall for the slavery. Who you claim to be is a label C. It's the way you think and the way you speak. In a low, shallow grave where they buried me. Till I rose from the dead, now they scared of me. And they better be no trespassing. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. In a low, shallow grave where they bury me. Till I rose from the dead, now they scared of me. And they better be no trespassing. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree.
You must have took a wrong turn. This is more land, not India. You got wrong words. No jurisdiction, so they conjure a way to take your nationality and confer a dead status. Dead man tell no tales, but draw lead brought it all, so you can't fail. A bill is not a law, apparently you can't spell. They want to steal and rob it on, tell you that you can't sell. Like today, speak up and get canceled. I'm on more thanking law for the handheld. Some pain I can speak, but you can't feel. Some pain runs deep, give me cold chills. Tap into the power of yourself. Memory locked down in your cells. Remember being stressed out in a cell. Wised up and switch teams, no NFL. Cause it's not a game, and I'm not insane. That's the Inquisition tactic that they're playing. Give you psych evaluation just cause they can. If you don't understand, then ain't no getting past. The gatekeepers push the laws, say truth is banned. Nowadays life is good, yeah I'm feeling grand, but still dealing with colonists on the land. Unity the way they saw the problem at hand. What you mean you live in a corporation? Morocco the empire where we're stationed. Morocco the empire, we a nation. My cherry tree got the whole world shaking. Moorish American, not Puerto Rican. It's like you can't sit still when I'm speaking. Too much truth got your whole soul tweaking. Put the axe down, boy, you the heathen.
Too many cowards, I don't see enough bravery. Some of y'all gonna fall for the slavery. Who you claim to be is a label C. It's the way you think and the way you speak. In a low, shallow grave where they buried me. Till I rose from the dead, now they scared of me. And they better be no trespassing. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree. In a low, shallow grave where they bury me. Till I rose from the dead, now they scared of me. And they better be no trespassing. Put the axe down, boy, that's my cherry tree.
It's long. Now, let me go check my Gmail. Right?
More fire.
How do I know you'd be good enough for my son?
Well,
you see, he enjoys the
know,
finer
right?
things in life, like his Old
Let's
Spice,
see.
Gentleman's Blend Lavender and
Where
Mint
was I at?
body
Is it
wash
this
that
one?
gives him impossibly smooth skin.
Oh, I see that you enjoy the
It's
finer
still
things.
playing that joint. I trust it cuts off. Inbox. That's what that was, right? Is this not it? Oh, that's not it. Hold on. We're looking for Hasan Ghaziel Bey. See some emails I have to delete.
That cherry cheese.
Oh, all right. I got to come back to the screen share, huh?
Wow.
I'm gonna send you some real soon, bro.
Hey man, ain't no thing, bro. Let's knock it out.
Let's see what we got here. Back to the screen share. I didn't know it stopped screen sharing. I trust that it played most of Cherry Tree, if not all of the joint. All right, so it looks like we back to this. Where is that YouTube that's still? gotta find out where it is. All right. Way to go, YouTube. Is it this one? Probably not. Oh. Maybe if I go here and play something else with you, it'll stop. Looky, I found it. It's classical music is not boring. Look at that. It's just played automatically after Paragon Rico. What is that saying? Classic, right? Anyway, so let's do this. That's not where I wanted to be. We wanted to be at Gmail, right? Boom, there we go. And here's as you said, sneak peek exclusive reference track, right? This is Scimitar of an L, correct?
Yes, unreleased music. This hasn't came out yet.
Islam, speaking.
He left us a riddle, give it a little, the nation is strong, never been brittle, the sinner is wrong, the angel is in us, proceed to go on, proceed to live long, proceed to get everything the people want, proceed to do better every day and month, exceed the gallant, conceive an idea greater than how the devil blinded God, praise to Allah, I've been working on myself, you ain't coming with that funny shit, try to hang yourself with a belt, bump me if I wanna ball and if I ever fail, higher self been calling, body been stalling, been through fire, I never melt, I just come back harder, old soul sharper than the scimitar of an L, scimitar of an L, I swing harder, how does it feel? Scimitar of an L, don't get caught up wishing it well. Don't get slaughtered thinking it's well. Won't get farther wishing I fell. Bounce back harder, oh so sharper than the scimitar of an L. Keep it like a C, probably not so discreet. Slice the head off a creep in a sheet, pour a lead. Keep it like a C, probably not so discreet. Slice the head off a creep in a sheet, pour a lead. I pour a liter for the living, I pour a gallon for the living dead. Libation that's ancient like sword to a traitor's neck. Be patient, you gon' pay the debt. I pour a liter for the living, I pour a gallon for the living dead. Libation that's ancient like sword to a traitor's neck. Scimitar of an L, scimitar of an L.
So there's an open verse. So we don't like to go to playoffs and five to it. Happy Holy Degree. JL, I see you in the chat. For those of you that join us now or those that are joining us as you see it later, Happy Holy /face Venus to be to you. Brother JL shows up faithfully every YouTube live. It's live.
I pour a liter for the living, I pour a gallon for the living dead. Libation that's ancient like sword to a traitor's neck. Be patient, you gon' pay the debt. I pour a liter for the living, I pour a gallon for the living dead. Libation that's ancient like sword to a traitor's neck. Scimitar of an L, scimitar of an L.
Islam. Now, without further ado, we'll come in. And it looks like Zoom decided to stop the screen share again when I didn't tell it to. However, going to bring up Veritas now. I think we left off at PDF page 51. So I'm going to scroll on over to it. Let me hit the screen share one more again. And we're going to kick it off with our beloved brotherhood. Now, granted, you know, this is Brother Benjamin's thing. However, we had a super duper brother communion this morning. And I shout out to Brother Benjamin Bey because he stuck it out as long as he could. But you know, guys, on the Fridays, Brother Benjamin is coming off of work. He ain't even getting no rest and recharge yet. He come to do the impromptu improv. And it's just like, I didn't even get it started. So when you guys see it's getting started. So we really just had like, you know what I mean, a super brother build on this morning, you know what I mean? Just to really put that love energy and circulate it amongst ourselves before even, coming out amongst everyone, amongst these internet gates in front of our peers to do this demonstration, so to speak, or to do this presentation, because we present self, not demonstrate. So I present, however, what I'm presenting can be termed a demonstration by many who will use that terminology. However, let's just fast forward. I think it's page 51 out of 175 pages. This is where we're at, ancient dates, celestial, right? So I'm going to be, you guys already know I'm going to be going back and forth. However, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do my best to just chill back, chillax. However, I'm ready to go in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move that thumbnail to the side here. And where we're going to go in on this now is I'm going to yield the floor to my beloved brother in whom I'm well pleased. Brother Sean, no, you can kick it off first, bro. All righty, I'm going to zoom in on the ancient dates, celestial points, and I yield the floor to my beloved brother in whom I'm well pleased. Make sure your mic is unmuted, Brother Sean. Islam, peace and love. Is Brother Sean muted? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Brother Sean.
I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. I don't know. I can't hear Sean.
I don't see him. Okay, Brother Sean might have stepped away. Like, because you already know it's impromptu improv. I'm sitting here snacking on hippies. So let's put it like this. Any one of you brothers, if you would like. Oh, there go Brother Sean right there. Brother Sean.
Paging Brother Sean.
Islam, bro. Let me move to the back. We got Neff playing right now.
To the bike. To the bike. Slide. Slide, baby. Slide. Come on, baby. Let me stop, man.
I feel the makeup coming on.
I know, right?
Gangster rappers putting makeup on. All right.
I ain't got to know astrology. I know your vibe. Here, put this wig on then.
Turn yourself into a Kardashian real quick. Hey, thanks.
Slide on into this mascara. Up all night. Up all night, baby. We playing dress up. That shit's hilarious. Anyway, Brother Sean,
ancient
celestial
date,
points. I yield.
Celestial points. What is that? 30, 40. Was that 47 right there? Psalm 47?
Let me check. Hold on 2 seconds.
No, that should be 30, 40, 50, 57.
I think
because the L's is 30, right?
The L is 50.
L is 50.
I mean double cap. Yeah. L is 50.
Oh my,
60,
so this is
70.
Psalm 75. All right.
So that's 70. Shem to Shem. Psalm Shem to Shem.
Shem. All right. We got that Psalm Shem, right? All right. 5. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. We got Job 9:25. Now my days are swifter than a post. They flee away. They see no good. Alrighty. Before commencing the interpretation of sacred celestial picture writings, it will be advisable to prove that no reliance whatever can be placed on ancient dates, either those pertaining to Europe, Asia, or elsewhere.
Say that shit again.
Let's see. Before commencing the interpretation pertaining to sacred celestial picture writings, it will be advisable to prove that no reliance whatever can be placed on ancient dates, either those pertaining to Europe, Asia, or elsewhere, and that figures attached to epochs and events are not dates at all, but merely astro-Masonic points on the heavenly circle. This assertion will be considered astounding, and yet the simple Median and Persian laws now before the reader, and which cannot be refuted, will unravel the mysteries of reputed antiquity.
Read that sentence again, man, about the median and Persian laws. Read that again, please. Goodness gracious.
This assertion will be considered astounding, and yet the simple median and Persian laws now before the reader, and which cannot be refuted, will unravel the mysteries of reputed antiquity. Every spot or point on the Earth's surface performs a revolution of 360 longitudinal degrees in 24 hours. Every spot or point on the Earth's surface performs a revolution. You know, it does a little dance of 362 longitudinal degrees in 24 hours. Consequently, each hour is of 15 degrees. These hours, auras, on all celestial charts are marked with the Roman numerals, beginning at the first degree of astronomical Aries. Thus, at 15 degrees is the Roman 1. At 30 degrees, the Roman 2. At 45 degrees is the Roman 3. So on throughout the circle.
So these are hours. You're doing right ascension hours along the equator. I yield. Islam.
These hours were centuries with the esoterics, and each hour or century consists of 100 decimals or centesimals. Centesimals. All right, there we go. Centesimals. Hey guys, to discover the true celestial point of figures supposed to imply dates, get it? The hours must be multiplied by 15 and the decimals, centesimals added. If any numerals be thus tested and the celestial point obtained be unmeaning, then it may be considered certain that there must be some error.
Wow.
And most probably, the numerals have been tampered with by ignorant modern learned.
Wow. So that means that when Prophet Noble Drew Ali is talking about 5 on the left, 2 on the right. One moment. Peace of greetings, Islam. Deal with it. Get out of here, Dorothy. You're a robocall. All right. So now 5 on the left, 2 on the right, right? How many letters are in the so-called alphabet when we speak so-called English?
With like a queen head.
Let's really think about it. How many letters are in the alphabet? Say it again.
52.
Technically, that is true. That is technically true. Most people would say 26. However, it's really 20. It's really 52 because you have uppercase and lowercase. So it's really 52 letters in the alphabet. So the whole time you guys think you've been learning a 26-letter alphabet, you haven't, because you'll see the A next to the lowercase a and still be like A, B, C, D. You're not saying uppercase A, lowercase a, uppercase B, lowercase b, uppercase C, lowercase c. You're not saying an alphabet like that. So you may be reciting only 26, designations. However, you're actually identifying 52 total, 5 on the left, 2 on the right. What's more plain? What's more beautiful than the simple alphabet? Especially when those 52 points are around the zodiac that really points out what your Bibles are talking about. What the Helios Bibliotech, contemporarily termed the Holy Bible, which is an astrology book, a sidereal astrology book. I don't care. Run to your pastor, call us the devil, go fuck yourself. I don't care. This is what it is. I'm not here to cater to you. I'm not Beyonce and them. We are not Beyonce and them. And Kelly Rowland, please stand up. Anybody here? Is a Kelly Rowland L here? Latoya Latavia Bay. Okay. I know a few of us here are a Bay once. But anyway, with that being said, We're not catering to you. We're actually giving you the truth. We don't care to cater to your belief systems. We don't care if you think even what I just said, oh, that's mean, that's rude, oh, he's cold, that's petty. No. I want to be honest. Let me be honest with you. Right? Let me be honest. That's the people. When you hear my phone ringing, there's some robocalls or whatever. That's the new way that they also tap your phones too. That's why I'm glad I'm so freaking like honest in what I do. Because the new way another tap your phone is like they, police signals. They'll try to like intercept your tower call or whatever. And it's not conspiracy theory. I just think it's cute when I see it done. You know what I mean? That's why when you start, doing things, saying different things, seeing people pop up around you when you're doing stuff, it is what it is. At the end of the day, most people just really checking to see if it's true. But they probably assigned agents, P2 Masons, things like that. But anyway, let's continue because we don't live in fear. So with that being said, we're looking at these 52 letters in the alphabet. So when you rightly and Brother Aura answered that properly, it's exactly correct. It is 52 letters in the alphabet. Period. That's why you got 52 cards in the fucking deck to play with too. Like you gotta really see these parallels. 5 on the left, 2 on the right. So when you really comprehend these things and people tell you Prophet Noble Drew Ali ain't bringing no astrology, you're a fucking liar because it says by night and by day. You can't recognize night or day without, that's in reference to where the fuck the sun is, either above or below the horizon. What the fuck are you talking about, respectfully? Your Moorish American prayer that you say before singing hymns and banging a tambourine to Prophet Noble Drew Ali says, Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By when? By afternoon and midnight? It don't say, it say by night and by day. So astrologically speaking, for those of us that are real sincere fucking scholars, know that by night and by day refers to what point in astrology, brothers? What is that term called when you're figuring out what's night or day in a chart? What's diurnal or nocturnal? Nocturnal or diurnal? What portion in astrology is that called, please?
Oh, is that called sect?
Are we talking about sect, baby?
Look at you, SECT, sect, and I ain't talking about Shiites and you know what I mean. I ain't talking about Shiites and I ain't talking about Sunni Muslims. I ain't talking about that kind of sect. I'm talking about real sect. And even you people that want to pray 5 times a day, not knocking you, do your dogma belief systems. However, do not negate the fact that our mother flag is star and crescent, and stop saying that Allah didn't bring astrology. The picture of Muhammad is the sun in the center and the earth, 12 different pictures of earth around the sun. That's Muhammad. I don't care what you say. Go blow yourself up and find 72 virgins then. Don't come here complaining.
We're going to shed the dogma and still allow those that choose to suit themselves in certain dogmatic practices to exercise their own, freedom pertaining to Bill of Rights 1, right?
Correct.
So with that being said, though, let's go there, right? What's today? Today's the holy day, right?
Correct.
All right. What's holy? Was
Venus.
100%.
That's what I
100%. Right. That 100%, that full circle, right? That wholeness, right?
360.
360. Does holy go back to Halig?
Yes.
Okay. What's Halig?
Halig deals with the sun.
Okay. Happy holy degree Islam.
Islam.
I'm just saying, like it's okay. With astrology being the foundation to civilization across the planet, how did the beatnuts put it? No escaping this. It's not even like it's not some game that's like we're trying to make things astrological. No, the root to everything comes to the fact that some of the first beings here on the planet sat there and said, oh, look, there seems to be cycles that occur pertaining to these things that we're going to call planets, and kept building shit from there. So like, no, we're not gonna dismiss astrology, because that would be dismissing everything. However, if you choose not to see the astrology in everything, that's your choice. Islam is learned in degrees. I yield. Happy holy degree.
Islam, brother, if I may add to your wisdom real quick. Mm-hmm. Not only did not only is when they say Noble Drew Ali didn't bring astrology, or when they say, you know, you're trying to bring astrology into this realm, not only did Noble Drew Ali bring astrology, he told you to honor it by telling you that every Friday is the holy day. And due to the fact that our flag has a green 5-pointed star in the middle that represents Venus. So he tells you that Venus Day is the holy day, and then our flag has a star that represents Venus in the middle of it. So how is it that Drew Ali is showing you to honor the astrology, and Moors that are, it's sad, Moors that are in these temples or whatever, or wherever they're at, are telling you that that has absolutely nothing to do with what the prophet brought? Sounds like they are not. It sounds like they're confused on what the prophet actually brought. I yield.
Are they really in the temple, or are they in a building? Or are they in an institution? And I'm not talking about the temple as pertains to what the prophet brought, but it's the prophet's thought of Allah manifested in flesh. And what's the temple?
A lot of them are not in their temples. They think outside of themselves. Like they look for everything outside of themselves. So a lot of them are not really in the temple. They're just in buildings.
Islam. I totally agree, bro.
They're out of their minds.
Impromptu Improv brought to you by
Islam. I just wanted to show
at 7 Heel Star.
Islam. Just wanted to show you because we're about to do this math that Brother Sean read about. We're going to do this math here that he just read about. So the hours, we yield, Brother Sean. Islam.
Islam. All righty. The hours being only of 15 degrees and the fractions 100, it results that centuries of hours may be smothered in the
centesimals.
Centesimals, there we go. Yeah, all right. For example, his story tells us the temple of Apollo was burnt. What was that, Arc Royale 362?
Well, let's stop. It's saying the year 362 AD. That's the poetic fiction. Now it has a reference there in the Cliff Notes. It's talking about TM asterisk 107. So it's letting us know to go to a book termed the Tablet of Memory, which is another piece to this, what you need. So not only do you need Veritas, which we already have in the Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, you also need a Celestial Atlas by Alexander Jameson, which we already have in Prophet Noble Drew Ali University inside the Veritas folder. Guess what else is there? The Tablet of Memory. What is the Tablet of Memory? Pray tell, Hassan. Well, here it is right here. And we're going to go to page 107. And we're going to do this math because the hour is 3 and the centesimals is 62. The hour is 3 and the centesimals are 62. The hours are 3. And this is just where it is online. I just want to go to page, 107. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, we back at that 107, 108 again.
I know, right, bro? It's just like, wow. Am I sliding this yet? It's not doing what I wanted to do just yet. Let's see. We're at 97. Let's see what happens here. Because I think, of course, I have the PDF. I just wanted to go on my phone and show where I kind of, saved it on my, home screen. Right? It's saying 107. Let's see. Should I go back a bit? Let's see.
The page number says 126. That's right.
Yeah. I think the page though is like 107. So let's see where that took us. Oh my goodness. How did I do that? So 84 and 83. All right. It's meant to be. So let's check this out. Watch right here. Are we looking? Is this going to allow me to zoom? It's acting kind of funny, Daddy. It wants me to sign in. I don't want to sign in. All righty. Well, let's see if I can do this.
This is a total tangent, but is the alleged overturning of a Supreme Court decision not a signal of extreme lawlessness on the fucking
land? Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again. Hey, look, I'm already here. Look, I'm already here. Page 118 out of 309, 309 pages. That's like way more pages than what was on that little website. So I actually found a tablet of memory. Let's actually zoom in right here, though. So I'll get my handy dandy trusty tablet that I made for myself. Yes, I do. Let's get the markup situation here. Let's get a green highlighter and let's do this. All right, as a matter of fact, let me do it much better because I want it to finish as a straight line. Boom shakalaka, tick-tocker, don't stop her. See, it says it right there in the tablet of memory, right? So that means all the years that you're seeing here and the dates are all poetic fiction, are all poetic fiction, are all poetic fiction. Just like the Alexandria Library destroyed by fire in the year 47, in the year 47, 47 years before Christ, which contained 400,000 manuscripts. That's another piece of bullshit history, which is nothing but poetic fiction that is covering up astromasonic
man. You can't really be telling me that was all poetic fiction, man. They ain't really happy, man.
I mean, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? See how all the robocallers are calling now? Since it's like, oh, look, the activation for tapping has began. So it started out with you know, for those that know what the 708 area code is, started out with that, and it went to 2 different Maryland area codes. Like, wow, look at that. Anyway, so with that being said, just it's so funny. So anyway, you know, no federal agency here. Apollo's temple at Antioch burned 362. So how do you do this math now? So now we need to look at that. Go back here, right? Go back to where we were reading. So tablet of memory and Veritas are next to each other now in our recently read. And now, Brother Sean's about to read how you break down the mathematics of the year 362 to get your Royal Up degree. I yield.
Islam. All righty. This 362 is by the initiated read as meaning the 62nd year of the 4th century.
Wow. 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 This 362 is, by those that don't know what we know, they think it's the 62nd year in the 4th century. However, Brother Sean is about to show you that it is not. I yield.
Indeed. But the event and the date have nothing, whatever, to do with history. The one is a poetic fiction, the other a mere astro-masonic fact.
Man, say that again.
The one is a poetic fiction, the other a mere astro-masonic fact. The one is a poetic fiction, and the other a mere astro-masonic fact.
All righty, continue, bro.
All right, so we got Aura 3.
I got a surprise for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna push you away with this.
Super magical nephew powers. Go ahead.
What's
up, nephew? Go ahead,
gives 45 degrees and plus 62, which is looky again, is 107.
So that means that you just now took the century, which is 15 times 3, because each century or each hour is, right? Each year is 15 degrees. 15 times 3 is 45. Now the centesimal is what's after the 3, which is 62. So now you need to add 45 to 62. It equals what?
At 107.
And there from the pole of the ecliptic is what?
Apollo and its chapel or temple capella.
Capella, which is the star technically of that goat, deer, ram, sheep looking thing on Auriga's shoulder. So what does that fucking mean? Okay, so let's just go find it then. Let's just go look. Boom, shakalaka, tiktaka. Do not stop if it. Right? Who told my iPad to change what we had up here screen sharing first? You see what just happened here? I didn't have that up, but I'm showing you guys how energy moves. First of all, Naphtali, James, and Epiphany was all circled, not Dan, Judas, and Andrew and Thomas. I'm showing you guys how, at the end of the day, no matter what, we're going to still tell the truth, no matter who's trying to control electronics. However, spirit is also moving things too, to show that also by us telling the truth, you can clearly see that we're not. And Dan deals with Libra, right? So Judas is Libra. Judas is the apostle. Dan is the tribe. The apostle is Judas, and the feasts are Andrew and Thomas. Right? However, let's find 107. Right? 107 is Apollo. There's 106. So 107 is the degree, the Royal Arc degree, or the Arc Royale degree, or the Royal Arc Companion. Royal Arc Companion 107, one degree right after 106, where the Temple of Apollo, or the House of David, which would tie into the constellation. You want to see Apollo? You want to see my face? A celestial atlas, a systematic display of the heavens, series of 30 maps, illustrated by scientific descriptions of their contents and accompanied by catalogs pertaining to the stars, and astronomical exercises by Alexander Jameson, amanuensis master. That's what AM means. He's an amanuensis master. Right? Author of a grammar of logic and intellectual philosophy, rhetoric, and polite literature, etc. Sounds like another book we would like to make sure we have in the library, right? That's that real polite, not that watered down polite. Here we go. It's almost fully loaded. Okay. Oh, Theacus. Okay, looking. However, we're looking for Apollo. Here's Apollo. Castor and Pollux. Castor is Hercules. Pollux is Apollo. Oh, that's dealing with the constellation Gemini. Yeah, because that's what we saw. That's what I showed you. It's in the sign Gemini. The sidereal. That's what this astrolabe is all about. This astrolabe here in Veritas. Now imagine we done put this section of sidereal Gemini over top of the constellation Gemini. Now everything is lined up. I said, Now you're seeing like, hold on. So the whole time I've been giving 10 notes every time the pastor has the organ and has the organist and the minister, music of minister. And God said, why don't you just reach out, neighbor, say, neighbor, you got 10% of your income to put into this trade today. You got 10% of your income to put into this trade today, neighbor. Pass the collection plate on down, because you know God is finna bless you as you make sure you sit here and put 10% of your income. I'm trying to tell you that what you're gonna have, you're gonna make yourself have some good and greatness finances. Is going to give 10% of your income. I see y'all can't hear me. I know this is a deaf church, but y'all can't hear me right now. What I'm gonna say is, what you say, bro?
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, praise him.
Praise Jesus.
Y'all was gonna make a reference. That's where they got the names for that movie Face Off. It was Castor and Pollux Troy.
Mm.
Exactly. That's why I said, man, all you got to do is see that any and everything that's done is all astrologics. See
That's
what
all.
we're
This is mic drop.
see, yeah, we're just not some butt fucked Masons. we're just Moorish Americans that don't have our tassels pinned down because we didn't take no stupid ass fucking oath.
We send them
because pardon me.
We send them home.
But period. You know what I mean? Like we
Make them sit down.
basic.
In words of Brother Corey, treat them, make it head spin dizzy.
Flat out. Like, come on, man. Like, at the end of the day, let's really be realistic what we're doing here. Hey, who told that picture to change back? You saw that? You saw the picture change back right before your eyes? Because that means the iPad's trying to catch up. Well, whatever, I guess. Whatever. It's doing the last thing it remembered. Cool. I'm showing you guys how energy moves. I didn't do anything. But I just went back and forth between two documents. However, any houses are just pointing it out so you guys can see it. And then let them know the P2 Masons that are assigned to us and watching us, let them know that we can see you guys too. Shout out to you. Happy Holy Degree to all agents across the planet.
You probably just choked on a hot dog when you said that.
I know, right? Holy fucking shit. How do they know? Well, because actually, we actually put our feet to earth. What'd you say? What'd you say, bro?
I ain't say nothing. Oh no.
No, I thought somebody was laughing or saying, I didn't know if that was Brother Corey or not.
Yeah,
right,
too. I heard something.
Yeah, I think it was Brother Corey laughing or something.
Islam. So that's why I'm just saying we're just breaking it down. We're just showing you, look, Brother Sean just did the math on that, man. And what we're really saying at this point, right, is like, look, guys, this is really what it is. So we take you to every reference. So we're looking at Veritas and we're still referencing 2 other documents to bring it all together for you guys, to let you know that, man, all your poetic fiction is what you've been given 10% of your income to. You've been given 10% of your income to poetic fiction without really knowing the astro-masonic fact, as if it's being held in some royal art masonry lodge or something. You see what I'm saying? Look, we are as above, so below. Earth is not just what you're standing on. Earth is the celestial sphere also. That's why Earth is Midgard, Asgard, and Utgard. All righty? Midgard is the Earth. Asgard is the constellations where the gods are, because gods is constellation. God is also to call upon. So you're calling upon these things from the constellations. We're showing you how the poetic fiction is called upon by the astro-masonic fact, and anything outside of the bounds of 23.5 degrees pertaining to the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Thank you, my beloved mother, mistress, consort, and home. I'm well pleased. The salad looks delicious. And nada, baby. Thank you so much. Damn, that shit was good. All right, so with that being said, right, hold on. Great. All right, so with that being said, guys, now how we really looking at it now, it's like, yo, check it out. All right, now instead of giving 10% of your income to some poetic fiction, let's give y'all this astro-masonic fact your pastors ain't gonna give you. You get free drip here, bro. You get free drip here, mother. You see what I'm saying? So that you can have the jewelry in your mind necessary. And guess what? We ain't had to put dick in you or had to rob you of 3,000 notes. So we're not the astrologigalos. Oh, there are some astrologigalos out there. And the mothers are telling on your asses. This salad hitting, bro. This is crazy. All right. Brother Sean, keep dropping that mic on them, bro. Keep busting them in the head. I yield.
All right, Indy, so where's it at? All right, so we just went through OR 3, which gave the 45 degrees, and plus 62 gave us the 107. And there, from the pole of the ecliptic, was Apollo and his chapel or temple Capella, which was at Arc Royale 107. And the sun rising in his strength at the vernal equinox, let's see, Arc Royale 286-7 would destroy or burn the temple. It would melt away.
Why? Why, Brother Sean? Why would it melt away?
From the heat, let's see, sun rising in strength. Let's see, the sun's exalted in Aries. So if it's rising in its strength at the vernal equinox, it's coming out of the quote unquote tomb, as they say, it goes through in the wintertime and now moving into spring. If I'm correct with that.
And also, what it's also referring to is that the sun is there. So the reason the temple is burnt is because you can't see. This is a lesson that wherever the sun is, you cannot see those stars in the sky. You won't be able to see those constellations. Therefore, that is called solar night. I know you never thought you could call wherever the sun is nighttime, but it is. It's solar night because the sun is making it nighttime for the constellations. You can't see them. Just like when the sun goes below the horizon, and you can't see the sun, but now you can see the stars. That's called stellar day. Somebody out there is going to be like, you know what? That's going to be my new appellation, stellar day. Okay, you better be from the southern hemisphere, because those are the adepts, the mathematicians, and astrologers from the southern hemisphere. The days, the owls and days. Right? What's interesting is where our ancient foremothers and forefathers return. So who's to say in other lives we weren't from, manifested on the southern hemisphere? We've been everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
So with that being said, shout out my Cancer brother, Kush Day. For anybody that may be like, oh, well, is he an astrologer then? Man, at the rate I'm feeling and how generous I'm feeling come around my solar return, man, I'm gonna make sure all the bros that I got in the chat is really up on it. Especially by me traveling where I'm traveling. And that's all I'll say for right now. So with that being said, the temple of Apollo is burning because you can't see it. Because the sun there. That's why it's burnt up. And yes, it is connecting and showing you that from vernal equinox to solstitial color, from the equinoctial color to the solstitial color, you will completely see that you can connect and what they call closing out signs in the zodiac, right? And you can close out and make yourself have a 9-sign zodiac. How do you have a 9-sign zodiac? By connecting Aquarius with Cancer. Aries, with Cancer. So when you take your compass and put that point in the center and draw that arc from 0 degrees Aries to 0 degrees Cancer, you have now encompassed 90 degrees, which are 3 signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini. From 0 degrees Aries to 0 degrees Taurus, 0 degrees Taurus, 0 degrees Gemini, 0 degrees Gemini, 0 degrees Cancer. That's 90 degrees. So now you have made a 9-sign zodiac because you have taken the poetic fiction that is said like this: closing out the signs. So how do we close out signs? By taking our compass and encompassing those 3 signs. And that's what you're born on. Made manifest on. You're made manifest on the square. The inverse to 90 is 270. And really, most mothers are in full gestation for 270 to 273 days when with child. 270 degrees to 273 degrees. Ergo, how we can figure out the point of conception also. We had somebody who maybe, I'm gonna give a pass to the good mother for real. After even speaking with the mother oracle, and I apologize. We all know who we talking to or talking about, when it comes to that jurisprudence class. However, when people speak out of turn about astrology, they might end up in drag. It's supposed to be a gangster rapper or something. But anyway, with that being said, this mother spoke against astrology. And my mother Oracle, our mother Oracle, had basically said to me, like, well, what if she had a bad experience with other Moors or whatever? I was saying, I was trying to go off the fact the mother said she don't really judge, a group of people based on one experience with other people that may have done X, Y, and Z. It's like, I don't know. However, all right, I'll give her that. Maybe somebody had a bad experience, even if it wasn't more, some other astrologer was on some bullshit. And there was a challenge like, oh, if somebody says that they can take a time or a date and tell me about myself, that's cat, they're lying. They're liars. I sat here and said, like, sure, you wilding for real, because life is ruled by the menstrual cycle, which is ruled by the moon. And if I know the latitude of the moon when you manifest, I'm gonna know when you conceive. But that's all I need to know. Most people don't even know that. Something as simple as the latitude, not the longitude, the fucking latitude of the moon. I can tell you when your mama and your daddy was fucking by the latitude of the moon. Don't play with me. Oh, well, how do you know? What if I wasn't full gestation? I'm gonna still look for evidence and go and research the latitude. No difference than if you say yeah, my mom was only with child. She was only with me for 7 months. I'm still gonna go in and investigate the latitude. Give a fuck what you say. Flat out. That's how I look at it. So when people speak out against astrology, and I know, they haven't, they're not a part of, international professional astrology organizations like Seven Hill Star. Sometimes, it's like when Jay-Z said, his people was like, you can't sell 100 million records. I'm like, shit, man, I sold 100 million records 100 times. Don't try to limit my progress by your sight. And some people just have a short-sightedness at that time. Sometimes Brother Hasan just has this thing. I know my charge is in order to change the people, you must change their literature. So sometimes I'm not just going to let you be a goofy ass bitch wherever you go, respectfully. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to let people, create an injustice with inside themselves. I'm going to say what I got to say without thinking or putting a burden on anyone thinking I'm forcing them to think how I think. However, I'm responsible for basically saying, all right, check it out. This is the actual concept. You might want to correct that. If they go, fuck that, fuck you, Hasan, astrology bullshit. I already said what I needed to say. I already said what I need to say. Everything after that, your fate is sealed. Flat out. So I wanted to say that in terms of people coming out the mindset of poetic fiction and getting this astro-masonic fact. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, though. That's really what the fuck I'm saying. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater because we showing y'all this. And now you want to be on some fuck Moors. You don't need to say shit about nationality because really nationalities are fiction because the nations are fiction. Yeah, nations are fiction. That's why the Helios text, Helios Bill text says one mother's breast have given us up. So nation is different. Nation is different from nations. This is not Title I USC 1 where the plural means the singular and the singular means the plural. We're not going. See, that's the thing, though, man. I think a lot of people really expect us to be some lame ass brothers that only see things one way. When the whole time the protocol, when it comes to being a part of Seven Hill Star astrology, they do like how we heard Brother Tar say. Sometimes I don't just look at the word directly. I'll go kind of through the word and go around, come from behind the word, so I can see it from multiple angles. That's what we do, bro. Multiple angels. That's what we do. That's who we are. With that, I yield the floor, Brother Sean. Continue reading. Islam, I think you're at the point of Apollo, Alpha Gemini, right? The brightest star in Gemini, which is what we just showed y'all. I yield, Islam.
The point of Apollo, Alpha Gemini, is always the same, Arc Royale 107. But there are several ways by which it may be attained. For instance, 192, 277, 362, 447, 532, 617, and 702 will all produce Apollo, Arc Royale 107.
or Royal Art Companion 107, right? So with that, no, you can say both of them. I just was feeling, I was ad-libbing. Yeah, I was getting my little Jeezy on. So anyway,
hey,
come on, right? Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, you gotta stop. They might report this for copyrights.
Man, fuck them people. Anyway, because we're the mothers and fathers pertaining to civilization, and at the end of the day, those copyright infringement things and all that's for federal agents. We're not federal agents. We're the mothers and fathers pertaining to civilization. We're the fathers pertaining to the eternal zodiac. So what we do is we guide government on the planet. Industry, and y'all gonna see in a few years, industry not gonna be able to move unless Seven Hill Star astrology firm says go. Y'all think I'm joking? Y'all, I swear it's bigger than Brother Hasan. SevenHillStar.com astrology firm is much bigger than Hasan. I'm just the brother that just want to share it with you. That's it. Astrology always existed. What we doing is putting shit into proper perspective. Because everything else is you choosing to be a goofy ass motherfucker. All right, I yield, Brother Sean.
Islam. As there are only 24 hours in the circle, so can only 2,400 years or 24 centuries be interpreted. Should any numerals exceed the 24 hours, then must a circle of 24 centuries be deducted, and the remainder or surplus be subject to the general rule. The celestial numbers are chiefly obtained from the number of the sign or hour in which the objects dwell, or to which they are moved according to the laws. And to get that, drop me down, some broski.
Actually, pardon me, I was moving my little lunch stuff. Here you go, bro.
All right, so where was he at? Go
according to the laws and the Masonic implements. Right?
Go up just a little.
I went past it. My apologies.
Yeah. Subject to the general rules. Okay, there we go. You was right. All right. Which they are moved according to the laws and Masonic implements. Among the ancient mystagogues, there is considerable stress laid upon the sabbatical or sacred number 7.
Hold on. The what word did you just say?
Sabbatical,
right? Sabbatical, right? Because Saba is 7. Saba, Saba, same thing, right?
Saba, right?
The love of mine. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Call me Saba ranks, not
Mr.
Shaba.
Loba. All right, I'm gonna let it go.
Saba.
Saba. All right, go ahead. Mr. Loba. Yeah, girl. Mr. Loba. As I said, every time I hear that, I just put my fingers in that motherfucking like gun pow ass shit. You already know how. You already do that. You already know how to stop, yo. Everybody can imagine what the fuck I'm doing right now. Put your guns up, pow, type ass shit. Anyway, I yield. Let me stop, man. I'm going back into my childhood. All right, go ahead. I yield.
6 days or signs of light of Algenib, Aries, and then the 7th darkness or rest with Shamali.
Right, Zubin Shamali. All right, I yield.
As the sacred year of the Jews commences in Nisan, Aries, the 7th sign is Tishri, Libra.
Mm-hmm.
So as their civil year begins in Tisri, the 7th is Nisan.
They just dropped, Brother Sean just dropped another huge gem, the sacred year, which is 6 months from Aries to Libra, and then the civil year is Libra back to Aries. So that's from Nisan to Tishri to Nisan. All right, just a little another clue, man. Al-Janib, all right? So if you can see Al-Janib in the sky, then that means that the sun is definitely where you can't see Shamali.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it's autumn. However, if the sun is where Al-Janib is, then that means it's fucking spring. So you can see Zubin as Shamali. I yield. Cruden says.
Cruden says 7 is used as a number of perfection. The 7th rests after the 6 working days. He likewise says 7 in many passages means a great number. Each constellation, even the smallest, contains an innumerable number of visible or invisible stars, so that sabbatical, was it
sabbatical?
Sabbatical, there we go. Aries or sabbatical Libra may enumerate 1, 7, or 7 million, etc., right?
Mm-hmm.
And one king delivered by the laws to either Aries or Libra may be construed to mean 7 kings. Adoni Bazik means
Adonai Bezek.
Adonai Bazik.
Yeah, Bezek, right. You can do it that way also.
Bazik means, quote unquote, the Lord of Lightning. And Moloch has his thumbs and his great toes cut off. And the sabbatical sign, we got a little 1 there at Arc Royale 281, which is equal to 286.
That was those 5 irregular steps. Go ahead, I yield.
And they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died on the 31st of December. All right, so let's see. Judges 1, 6, and 7. But Adonai or Adoni, but Bazik fled, and they pursued after him and caught him and cut off his thumbs and his great toes. And Adoni Bazik said, 70 and 10 kings having their thumbs and their great toes cut off, gathered under my table. As I have done, so God hath requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died. All right, so let's see, let's get down. The numerals supposed to denote dates that are about to be examined and tested are extracted from an unpretending little work, 7th edition, published in London in 1790, and entitled, quote unquote, Tablet of Memory. The celestial points applicable to the dates are governed by the tables of stars, published in, quote unquote, Jameson School Atlas, already referred to as being most probably of Masonic authenticity.
So now we done learned about, okay, let's look at these pages real quick. Here on PDF page, 5 on the left, 2 on the right, that's a 7. We learn about Jamesons, right? And then on 51, which is a 6, we learn about the Tablet of Memory. So here on pages 51 and 52, 6 and 7, right? 7 and 6, that's what Capricorn looks like. A 7 and a 6 together. So now, so we're here going on a Veritas, the construction pertaining to the Median and Persian laws. However, here's the other 2 books. So it took us to really study this. I've read this, and when I read this and I saw pages 51 and 52, I immediately hunted down a celestial atlas, which was not a PDF until I made it from the clips that I got from the Naval Academy's website, period. And then I found Tablet of Memory. And this is in the drive in Prophet Noble Drew Ali University for you all to go and criticize on your own, because true PhDs that we are, doctors pertaining to philosophy, but we're not doctoring the philosophy. We're not in mental bondage to sense consciousness, even though we're imitating our Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who is an Egyptian adept, because an Egyptian is one who is in mental bondage to slave consciousness. But when you're an Egyptian adept, that means that you are overcoming and you are at the acme or the pinnacle, the highest point, where you can be an Aquila flying above that violent storm termed a tempest. that only beats up on the rocks and the trees. The tempest does not beat up on the sun, moon, and stars. So therefore, one can be an Egyptian Edda, a sage, and making sure that they are not allowing themselves to be victim by being in mental bondage to sense consciousness, which is Egypt. That's why we were, you know, when you start really going back into that and you use this Veritas state of mind and analyze your Moorish literature, your divinely prepared literature by our beloved and holy and divine Al-Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you will actually see that the half wasn't told. However, we sitting here giving the other half. However, you go back to sleep, that's on you. We doing our part. It's over 100 years, man. Come on. What are we doing? We still banging tamarines, replacing Jesus' name in these hymns with Prophet Noble Drew Ali? I mean, y'all gonna do that, do what you gotta do to come up out of it. But for those of y'all that's ready, you know what I mean, for the meat of the trees, instead of that titty milk, come on and holler at us. And we ain't knocking the TT milk at all. Let's go back to it now. Brother Sean just let you know, boom, he just took you on page 51 and 52 and told you the other two books that you need to even comprehend this. Way to go, author of Veritas. You're the fucking shit. Thank you for citing your references. Right? Wasn't this published 1872? Do we need to go back and see when this was published? Like, are we lying ourselves here? 1874. Or is that a real year? Is that an astromasonic point? Look, we already went through that when we started this series. We already know we dealing with this so-called year published in 1874, Gregorian, right? However, I still would go back and check just to be sure. Right? 18 times 15 plus 74. 18 times 15 gets you 15 times 10, and then 15 times 18 would be 18 times 10 and then 18 times 5. So 18 times 10 is 180. 18 times 5 is 90. So 180 plus 90 is 270. 270 plus 74 should get you 344. Is that correct? Y'all see what I just did? I just multiplied 18 times 15. 18, another way of multiplying 18 times 15 is the same as saying 18 times 10 plus 18 times 5. 180 plus 90, 270. 270 plus 74 should leave me with 344 if I was to take that to this astrolabe. However, what's 344 on here? Not a goddamn thing, but it's 2 degrees away from the letter K. Within Aquarius, which is the tribe of Reuben, with the Apostle Matthew, where there are no feasts. That's how I just really quickly just break down the year 1872 for you. It's all good, man. I ain't nobody special. Oh man, that brother's so deep in that. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I just had Mercury and Leo, like my brother Sean in. So I mean, we speak with the King's speech, you know. We got to know what we're talking about and speak it from the heart. We don't just love to hear ourselves talk. So that's how I just broke down 1874 at the bottom of this page. I did 18 times 10, which is 180, plus 18 times 5, which is 90. That's 270 plus 744 plus 74. So 270 plus 74 gets me 344 royal arc degrees if I did that. However, it still put me within the one apostle, the one disciple, right? Matthew, who was the tax collector. Matthew was the one that quote unquote followed Jesus. I'm giving you poetic fiction real quick. Matthew was the one that was the tax collector. And then follow Jesus, right? That's how the poetic fiction is done. So look, we still pointed out the fact that maybe this book is in the spirit of collecting back what needs to be done. Let's recollect what the fuck we're really supposed to be doing here on this earth plane Asha. And stop playing commercial games with ourselves. Back to page 51 here, 52 actually, that's where Brother Sean was going in on it. I yield to you, beloved brother. I think you're at creation, quote unquote.
Indeed. Creation, quote unquote. Polyglot Bible gives creation from Tishri, Libra, or the 1st September before Christ, 4004.
Bow, right there. You already know what we just did. Look at what we just did, man. Look at what the fuck we just did, bro. What's 40 times? All right. We know that we're doing now 400 plus 200, right? Because 40 times 15 is what? The same thing as saying 40 times 10 plus 40 times 5. So that's 400 plus 200. That's 600 plus 4, which is 604. So we already know 360 is how high the zodiac goes. So now what's left over? We go past 360, right? 360, 604 minus 360. What you got? I'll tell you what you got. You got 304 if you take away the 300. Now let's take away 60 more. We should have what? Is that 344? Did I just calculate that shit just now in Matthew? Please tell me I'm wrong.
You said 604 from 360.
Take 604, subtract 3. Yeah, what's left? Is it 344 or no?
244.
244. Okay, so I was loud and wrong. 244. So now, do we go to 244 now? But let's see what it's saying. Continue reading. This is what I did in my head before even reading the rest of the paragraph. So 244. I yield.
All right, let's see. So the zodiacal signs or Hebrew months must have been known before the biblical creation. Deduct the circle 2400 from the 4004, and there is 1604, the star of Jacob, which will presently be interpreted.
Okay, so when the numbers are high like that, they told you then, okay, so Brother Hasan didn't do it the right way. So now what we're supposed to do is actually take 2400 when those numbers are large like that, subtract those large numbers from 2400 so it can get reduced to something like 1604. So now we need to be doing 16 times 10 plus 16 times 5, which is 160 plus 80. So 160 plus 80 should give me what? Is that 240?
40 plus 4.
60 plus 80. Yep, 240.
So 240 plus 4 gets me what? Is that still 244?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I still got it right. Damn, maybe I wasn't wrong. What the fuck?
When I'm wrong, I'm right.
And you see what I'm saying? Exactly like Get Rich and Die Trying, bro. Terrence Howard character, Get Rich and Die Trying, man. When I'm wrong, I'm right. When I'm right, I'm right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But we just doing simple basic mathematics with these basic 52, right? 5 on the left, 2 on the right. Hold on, Mo. Stop calling me Mo. Mo is shortening the truth. That's a lie. It's more. You make more or less when you say Mo. I accept Moab. I'll take that because my bros do say Moab, but they already know I love my bros. And I'm talking about my other bros as you be in the flesh, you know, especially where I'm traveling, you know, Moab. You say Mo, though, I'm gonna look at you. You already know I'm gonna look at you at the side of my eye. Like, who you calling Mo? I ain't no stooge now. Why are you on a? However, I love my bros. I know there's things that we've practiced. However, it's at a time now where we need to be refining how we present self. I yield to you, brother Moses. Quote Moses.
All right. Moses, quote, born 1571, died 1451.
Right, because this is before Christ, right? That's why the number's going down. But look at this. Because you about to tell me that story pertaining to Moses and with him being born and dying, you about to point out the astro-Masonic truth and fact out of that poetic fiction you just read. I yield, bro.
Mm-hmm. Aura 15 is Arc Royale 225. And plus 71 is Arc Royale 296. I don't know.
Right, Aura 15. So the 15th hour is Royal Arc Companion 225 or 225 degrees. And then you add 71 pertaining to the centesimals to that, and you get 296. And then it's going to tell you about the capital letter D, 281. Back to this, one of the 52 letters of the alphabet. I know some people today going here for the first time, when they hear Brother Aura say 52 letters in the alphabet and motherfuckers go to laugh, and I go, no, that's absolutely correct. And people gonna realize, holy shit, I didn't consider the uppercase and the lowercase. Duh. However, I yield. It's not.
Indeed. So yeah, the first degree of Aries and 1st of January. We got a footnote 4.
Is it a footnote or is it it's okay? No, it's the cliff note.
Number.
So we do got cliff notes. It tell you go to the tablet of memory for on page 273. It does say that. But we're not gonna go there. This is for you guys that have access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. We're showing you how to use the stuff you have access to. All righty. And maybe you can go do your own projects, do your own researches. You know what I mean? Because at the base of it all, Brother Hasan is a research astrologer, first and foremost. That's why I get the type of astrology software that I got off the break for real, because I'm about research astrology. Really at the bottom, even though we can do all types of so-called branches pertaining to astrology, and we're certified to do them via our own free national press. So I yield to you, beloved brother Islam.
The 1451 or 14 or 210 and 51 is Arc Royale 261, Al Haig or Jacobus.
So Jacob and Al Hag, right? Because Al Hag or Ras Al Hag is in the head pertaining to Ophiuchus. Deluge is dealing with the flood, right? Hey Noah, I yield.
Indeed. Threaten 1536 began the 25th November 1656. Aura 15 is Arc Royale 225. And plus 36 is Arc Royale 261. The 25th of November is Arc Royale 241. The 1st degree of Israel, Jacobus.
Right? Because Jacob Israel, right? So now you're seeing where when he wrestled with the angle and went from being called Jacob to Israel, all poetic fiction. How many brothers out there are sincerely leading you from the poetic fiction to the astro-Masonic facts so that you can have your own say-so in what you're reading and then take, or do you just like being mind fucked? You must like metaphysical dick in your mind. And people just keep fucking you into belief. However, here we come being all scholarly and shit and then being, masterful and contemplating on these things and then sharing it with you. Do you now find 2 pieces of wood, 3 nails, and a crown of thorns for us? The answer is fuck no. Respectfully. The answer is grow up. And recognize that you really have a poetic fiction addiction. And you can't wait to get your fix every Sunday. For those of you, or maybe you need your fix 5 times a day when you mix a lot. Just know that you have a poetic fiction addiction, baby. That's all I'm saying. So don't be sitting here trying to be mad at us and debate, because I'm going to let you know, I'm going to send your goofy ass straight to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. Respectfully. Until you recognize that you are to be sincere, and when you are ready, the teacher appears. So let your poetic fiction addiction go. That's probably the base of all addiction. People think they're really high on heroin or crack and shit. No, you're high on poetic fiction. Because somebody would have told you the fucking truth, you probably wouldn't even be doing that shit. You'd probably be in the best being that you could possibly be. And you wouldn't have to be in the Army Reserve to do so, right? That was a commercial when we were younger, right, Corey, growing up? Be all that you can be in the Army Reserve. Fuck no. All you got to do is declare and proclaim your nationality and be fucking sincere. Everything will be released to you. Why? Because first seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and then all these things will be added unto thee. Are we not taking you on a grand tour of heaven right now? Like, come on. I yield to my beloved brother, whom I'm well pleased. Islam, Brother Sean.
Islam. Let's see what we got. All right, and or 16 equals Arc Royale 240 plus 56 is Arc Royale 296D. Arc Royale 281, the 1st degree of Aries and 1st of January. Say deluge. All right, so
which is the flood, right? Because it's telling you about the flood, the deluge, right? So when people talk about pre-diluvian times, pre-diluvian means before the flood. Post-diluvian means after the flood, pertaining to the term deluge. Go and read the etymology on deluge. Expand your vocabulary. I yield, Brother Sean. Islam.
indeed, Islam. Quote unquote, Christ, born 4004. Deduct the circle 2400, and as just described, there remains 1604, the Star of Jacob.
Did Brother Sean just tell you when Christ was born and then threaded it? It's fucking 2 sentences. there are people that built their whole life and had children on giving. You guys have been feeding a collection plate and you're still in belief. How dare you? Hey, Brother Sean, man, goodness gracious, man, you're giving it life, bro. We would say you're killing it, no, but this is life-giving teachings here, so you're giving it life, bro. Continue to give it some more life, bro. I yield.
Indeed. All right. Christ died according to lunar time, but was born according to solar time. He was born on the 6th of January, the Epiphany.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
Fucking whoa. So if 6 is 1, 7 is 2, 8 is 3, Prophet Noble Drew Ali was born on the 3rd day of the Epiphany. Whoa. Prophet Noble Drew Ali manifested on the 3rd day of the Epiphany. I dare you to... Yo, your Grand Sheik is not ready. I don't care who he is. Sheik is his grand... I don't care about your title. We are getting back to that mindset pertaining to our ancient foremothers and forefathers so that our days may be long upon the earth land. But you want to be the king of the car wash and shit. Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought forth the Moor Science Temple of America to do religious corporate activity and washing our minds. That's the baptism. Brains been dirty. Time to fucking wash them. Declare and proclaim your nationality, and then you'll have some clean thinking. That's an immaculate conception. Now birth Jesus. Mary, I yield.
Indeed, he was born on the 6th of January, the Epiphany, a fixed calendral period, and was crucified at Easter. A variable date, but thus combining the solstice and the equinox. See crucifixion.
I'm here. I'm ready. Go ahead. Read that last line, and I'm gonna switch it on up. Go ahead.
Quote unquote, planets in conjunction 1186. Or 11 is Arc Royale 165. And plus 86 gives Arc Royale 251. With a zodiac of 11, or according to astronomers, Sagittarius on Scorpio. Then Arc Royale 281 and 251 are the same point, the 1st January and 1st degree of Aries.
Goodness gracious. Man, I just talked about closing signs and encompassing. So that's all they doing. They just closing out signs. But hold on, how the fuck Sag on this? And how the fuck you bring January 1st with Aries? That shit ain't right. Shut up. Yes, it is. You just don't know how to work your compass and square. Which I gotta shout out Brother Corey, man. Good. I can't wait to show this when we start this screen share, man. Goodness gracious. I yield, beloved Brother Sean. Go ahead. I yield this now.
Indeed. Quote, articles of religion agreed upon in London, 1562, and ratified in 1571, end quote. See Common Prayer Book. Or 15 is Arc Royale 225. And plus 62 is Arc Royale 287. And 1571 is Arc Royale 225. And plus 71 is 296D. Arc Royale 281, the 1st degree of Aries. Quote, articles of religion published by Henry VIII, 1536. Aura 15 is 225, and plus 36 is Arc Real 261. Jacobus.
Stop. Let's go and look at this astrolabe real quick, bro. Let's go look at this astrolabe real quick. So it told you that 225 is what? So anytime it's talking about the 15th hour, right? Anytime it's talking about the 15th hour, that's what again? How many?
225.
Oh, hold on. 225. Where's 225? Where is it? Wait, hold on.
Lickety splickety.
225. That's between A and B. It's dealing with that Abba father. But hold on. Actually, 225, right? But it's dealing with that Abba. But no, we got to look at the lowercase letter. So it's between N and O. Is it? No, I'm talking about O and P. It's between O and P. That's where 225 is, between O and P. Mm-hmm. We're dealing with Libra, right? Tishri, right? Then they talk about Scorpio and Sag. But it's talking about the Epiphany over here. You see how we're closing out signs? So we going from the tribe of Dan to Asher to Naphtali. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you've been giving what to your pastor? I ain't knocking him because he's probably our Astro-Masonic brother. He just probably took some ass fucking oath that we didn't take, that we don't take. That we're not going to take. Because all we had to do was just honor our ancient foremothers and forefathers so that our days may be long upon the earth and not join some lodge. Not knocking those of you that have them, not making any negative assertions. I'm just showing you. You didn't have to go through that. Now, why are you going to go and do that, love, huh? Right? So, now, hold on, here's my question. What's the 15th letter of the alphabet? I'm about to show you how this shit works. See, Brother Sean, what was that emoji head you was using? And I was like, oh, the letters in that animal is 666.
What was I using?
What was that emoji head you was using, bro? That emoticon head.
That what?
Where's that emoticon head you was using? What animal was that?
What emoji was I using? I'm using a lot of them joints.
What was it, bro? What's the emoticon head you put on, bro, the other day, man?
Oh, the fox, yeah.
There you go. Why am I saying that's 666? Because F is the 6th letter of the alphabet. O is the 15th. So the 6th hour is F, lowercase. The 15th hour is O. So that means X is the 24th hour. No?
Indeed, yeah.
I'll tell you. Because FOX 666.
This case, the folks need to see. I'll give them a real quick, look at it real quick, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Referring to the emoji. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's that 666 right there, Brother Sean.
Ooh.
Right. Remember in the Bible when it talked about tying foxes by the tails? Hey. There's some pastors out there who are really happy or really the fuck pissed right now. You think your congregation attendance has been dwindling? Pastor, why don't you tell us about the tablet of memory and the celestial atlas? Well, see, God ain't bring no astrology. Hold on, but the 3 wise men weren't 3 dumbasses when they went to look for baby Jesus by using a star. So now let's think about this, right? Every time Brother Sean speaks on the 15th hour, you should think of the letter O. So it'll take you right here. Because 225 is between 221 and 226. So it's letting you know within the 15th hour, 225. And then they tell you to add how many centesimals. It don't matter whichever year we're talking about. We kept seeing the year 1571 a lot, I tell you that. You feel me?
Indeed.
24th letter of the alphabet we know is X. We know it's 24 hours, not 26 hours, or is it? But we also know if you divide the circle by 7, you get 52. You divide the circle, you divide 360 by 7, you get 51.42. I dare you to open a calculator. If I divide 360 by 7, it should say 51.42 and some change. Let's see. So it's not even 52. But I just showed you your circle 7. Right now, I'm in my Saturday. My solar return is July 8th. That's when my Sunday starts. So I'm finishing up these last 51.4285714285714 days. See how it keeps repeating? 51.428571 428.571. What? Okay. I'm thinking. Just kind of showing y'all. 428.571. So Monday is 51.4285714285714 days long. That's how long Monday really is. And that's really Monday starts 51.4285714285714 days after your solar return. So when y'all go back to Mother Zodiacus's video, which is the only video of Mother Zodiacus ever on the internet, and she goes back, when you go back and listen to her, she's talking about those 52 days, breaking the zodiac up in 52 days, and just that 152 day from your solar return, starting with your solar return, that's Sunday. Then those 52 days after that, that's now Monday. So right now, before my solar return, it's Saturday for me. I'm finishing up these last 51.42857152, 42.85714 days. I'm finishing up. Pertaining to Saturday. Right? So, with that being said, right? Now we divide the circle in half. What happens when I divide the circle by 52? Right? Because there's what? 52, right? What happens when I divide the zodiac by the 52 letters of the alphabet? What do I get? Hey, look at that. I see Cancer, 6.9. Look how it repeats. 6.92307. 69230. 692. Y'all see about it? Divide the zodiac divide the circle by 52. Now you got 6.9 degrees you're dealing with. Or 6.9 days. So now that means the letter A is 6.9 days long. Because we're dealing with 52 letters in the alphabet. Come on, man. Somebody got something to say. I feel like somebody got something to say. Say it. Say it. I can feel you better than I can hear you. Say it. Is it you, Brother Corey? Who want to say it? Somebody want to say
it. That'd be Brother Corey. He's in earshot.
All right, he's all good. I'm still smashing this salad. My beloved mother, Mistress Console. Goodness gracious, man. Salad out the chain. All right, so look, right? With that being said, right, bro, each letter is 6.9, or each major out of the 52 points in the zodiac are that. Six point 92307, 692307, 692 days long. So technically, a week isn't 7 days. A week is 6.9 and some change days. However, let me stop being so technically mathematical. Anyway, let Brother Sean finish up, guys, and then I'm going to yield the floor. Go spend time with my loved ones. As I say, you all spend time with your loved ones too. All right. But Sean was finishing up right over here. Jesuits, Loyola Ignatius. Some people say Ignatius, but Jesuits, Loyola Ignatius, and you know, near the Baltimore Corporation, the Loyola University is right about 6 minutes away from, you know, where the office is in the Baltimore Corporation. And then the athletic complex is right there in the same parking lot as the Northern District Police Department, where they hold their sports events for Loyola. Oh yeah, I'll be paying attention. I yield though, Brother Sean. This one.
Islam, indeed. All right, we got Jesuits, Loyola Ignatius. The founder, born 1491, died 1556, end quote. Or 14 is 210, and plus 91 is Arc Royale 301, the tropic sign Capricornus. 1556 is over 15 Arc Royale 225, and plus 56 is Arc Royale 281, the 31st of December. Quote, Jesuits began 1536, expelled England 1604. Over 15 and 36 is Jacobus at Arc Royale 261, and 1604 is the Star of Jacob. Conception of the Virgin Mary Festival instituted 1387.
God, man, this is digging in you Catholics, right? Oh, well, I go to mass. Are you really going to mass? Because if you really are, you guys should be doing Astro Mass Sonics. Yo, go ahead.
Over 13 and 87 is Arc Royale 282. And there is the Shushan of the Virgin, Arc Royale 282. Quote, concubines allowed the priest 1132.
Damn, so concubines allowed the priest to do what? To hit that coochie. No, I'm joking. Go ahead, I yell.
Over 2 and 32 gives Arc Royale 197. Spica, the bright Occidental star, Queen Elizabeth, 7 with Haram, Arc Royale 256.
Man, Brother Sean is just man, he's just letting it go on y'all right now, bro. Like,
let's see, quote, ravishing women made a capital offense in 1279. Oral 12 and 79 is 259. And that is Spica or Elizabeth at Arc Royale 256.9.
And so you see, let's look at so-called Queen Elizabeth, you know, all these people are royal arc masons, man. That's basically what we're showing you. These people are naming themselves after shit in Veritas, man. Like,
Yo, just call me Big Homie Bigamy.
Basically, Big Amy, right? That's like a big friend. Or bigamy is like someone who's a bigamist, right? Which is like a let's actually look that up. 1 second. I think we're gonna have fun with that. You're gonna have some real fun with that, bro. Let me find one of the many windows of Adam Online that I have open. Right? And let's do 2 games. It's like, no, by gamey. Let me stop. Bigamy, which is different from polygamy. Because polygamy is many or multiple wives. Bigamy is just, I got 2 wives. Anyway. Bi is 2. Why they calling wives gamey? Read that, man. I yell. Go ahead, read it.
All right, we got bigamy now. Quote, state of having 2 wives or husbands at the same time, end quote. Mid 13th century, from Old French, bigamy. From medieval Latin, bigamia, bigamy. From late Latin, bigamous, twice married, a hybrid from bi. Double, see bi.
So someone that's a bigamist, pardon me, statue wisdom, a bigamist could be someone who doesn't have 2 wives at the same time. It could be that you only had 2 separate matrimonial obligations. Or a polygamist isn't someone who's had multiple wives at one time. It could be someone who has, I don't know, maybe had 3 different unions and helped to make 6 children. And now he's in his 4th union and probably will help to make 3 more. I ain't saying any appellations or pointing any fingers, Brother Hasan. I'm just saying that there are people out there that may be polygamous and may not have just multiple wives all at the same time. And maybe just, you know, this is the last, like, because you just never know. I'm just saying, I'm pointing out to you and just using me as an example, and I'm not bragging or anything like that. However, I'm sharing this so that you guys can get the fuck out of belief system and start growing the fuck up, please and thank you, so we can have some allies in this thing and assisting in uplifting fallen humanity wherever you are on the planet. All righty, I yell, brother, you were there at bi double.
Bi double, see bi, plus Greek gamos, marrying, see gamet. The Greek word was digamia, from digamos, quote unquote, twice married. Bigamy is unkind.
That's a runic letter. That D with the cross is pronounced with the TH diphthong. So bigamy is an unkind thing.
Bigamy is an unkind thing. On the English tale, twi wifing.
Right, twice wifing it.
Twi wifing.
Right, twi wifing. No, that's we about to start saying that, y'all. Hey, yo, my man over there, twi wifing. I have to stop, yo. No, I'm serious. In the rule, monogamy is the rule in Islam. All right, no bullshit. Monogamy is the rule in Islam. So you could be you can have a record of being a bigamist or a polygamist. However, you may be in one relationship at a time. And some of us have, you know, are in that one relationship that we're supposed to be in for the rest of our lives. All right. So with that being said, for eternity. All right. In Middle English, also pertaining to 2 successive marriages or marrying a widow. Look at that. We are married to Zodiacus. Right, we're matrimonially obligated, not Mars raged to Zodiacus. You know what I mean? As far as the zodiac is concerned, the actual zodiac, not the Moorish American mother that has transitioned Zodiacus. I don't want anybody to, you know, get that confused there. All right, so with that being said, we're going to go back here, let Brother Sean finish up. Right, getting into archdeacons and all kinds of stuff, man. So what we gonna do, Brother Sean? Let's just finish up at. Let me see something. Oh yeah, this ancient date joint, celestial cycles. All right, where we at? 59. And we on page 52. Interessante. So next cycle, we just gonna read through on 12 to get through it, right, Brother Sean? I would like to ask you to finish up from bigamy to Hiram, and I will not interrupt. And from there, we will yield. And if Brother Corey is still here or not, someone else could do the invocation out, the Moorish American prayer out. That's how we'll close. We'll close out the impromptu improv as we have opened it, also utilizing and reciting being pure heart, being sincere intent, being love, being honor. Our invocation in and out termed Moorish American prayer. All righty. So, Brother Sean, I yield the floor to you, beloved brother. Bigamy, Islam.
In the bigamy statute of first pass 1276, Ora 12 and 76 is Arc Royale 256. And there is Haram with his two wives, Spica, Arc Royale 256, and Murak, Arc Royale 256. Quote, Passover instituted Monday, May 4th, 1491. May 4th is Arc Royale 281. And over 14 and 91 is Arc Royale 301. The first degree of pictured at Capricornus. Sabbatical year, the first 1451 BC. Aura 14 and 51 is Arc Royale 261 Jacobus. Sanctuaries instituted 617. Aura 6 and 17 is Arc Royale 107. Archdeacon, the first in England, 1075. Aura 10 plus 75 is Arc Royale 225. Say Arc Royale 226, Chamali Deacon at Arc Royale 286, Archdeacon, which is Arc Royale 106. Let's see, we got apothecaries. First mention
instead of pharmacies. I yield.
This apothecaries. First mention in history, 1345. Over 13 plus 45 is Arc Royale 240. And let's see, Esculapius.
Yes, as Aesculapius.
All right, Aesculapius makes his appearance at Arc Royale 241. All right, Protestants first began 1530.
Wow. Wow. Fucking wow. I yield.
Aura 15 and 30 give Arc Royale 255. And Arc Royale 256 is Haram.
Is Hiram. Hiram of Ephraim. Hiram of Ephraim. Right? So with that being said, we're going to bring it. Let me just kind of go back and just bring up the divine constitution and bylaws. This is how we're going to go on out. Right? Before we do that, I'm going to stop the screen share first. Have you guys take a look at us before we go on out, right? Stop the screen share before I go back and do the screen share. To my beloved brothers in whom I'm well pleased, right? Again, shout out to our brothers. All righty. Shout out to Brother Terrell, Tamari Bey, Brother Benjamin Bey. I know he's getting his rest, man, because like I said, we had a very awesome brother communion. You know, we have the most lit mornings ever. So it's just this holy day, man, instead of going early, you know, because I don't have my professional astrology school, and I'm, shout out to Gemini Brett. All right, I'm really digging the astronomy for astrologers portion of my scholarship program that I'm in on behalf of sevenhillstar.com astrology firm, where we're all really getting all the keys. Even though I'm there in the physical, we're all able to, get the keys necessary so that we can have the same experience in some way, shape, or form. So shout out again, Gemini Brett, for the astronomy for astrologers, and I'm clear on what CMB has published for us. So I'm not looking for life on other planets, so to speak, in those terms, or seeking to rule the people with cathodic thinking pertaining to astronomy and astrology. So with that being said, to my beloveds in whom I'm well pleased, school is tomorrow for me, alrighty, at noon, of course, high noon, and I'll be completing that. Shout out to Samuel F. Reynolds also, you know what I mean? Thank you for the ethics and legalities. I'll be seeing him on Monday. So, even though the major conference is over, I still have my immersion courses for certification. And like I said before, I'm not knocking everybody that's, that's my colleagues, my international astrology colleagues. I just think, the current president and vice president need to grow up a little bit and really consider the fact that, just because I have copper toned skin, I'm not going to allow myself to be subjected to your disillusioned pale skin authority that you have none. You have no authority. Here, we're the authority. When Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey shows up to your international astrological platform, what I say actually goes, respectfully. And I'm aware of your constitution and bylaws. We all are, actually, all of us that are here are actually aware of our international colleagues. And, so we're not here to create a nuisance. However, what we're going to do is be ourselves. All righty. So with that being said, I look forward, tomorrow, class with Gemini Brett, astronomy for astrologers, my ethics and legalities with Brother Sam, Samuel F. Reynolds, so Assalamu alaikum to you, Sam, because I do know, even though you don't declare and claim your nationality being Moorish American, at least you, I think deal with the Sunnah of Muhammad. So I'm going to say respectfully, Assalamu alaikum to you. See you Monday evening with the rest of our international colleagues that's adepts, man. I swear, man, being this professional astrology joint is like going to Hogwarts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I come across hypnotists, magicians, mentalists, all this type stuff, man. That's why I don't really play with you guys, because you guys have no clue what's around you and people that are ruling your fucking, locales that's in so-called government, but they're not government. It's fucking, it's not government. All righty. These are corporations. All righty. And a lot of them are my colleagues. You know what I mean? And they're astrologers too. So let's not play with this thing, all right, at all. Any questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers and my well, please. Brother Corey, are you within earshot and able to do the invocation out? Are you there, Brother Corey, going once? Are you there, Brother Corey, going twice? If not, maybe we can have Brother R. Brother R, are you still within earshot?
I think Brother R said he'd be back.
So, Brother Sean, I think I'm going to have you do the invocation out, my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased. Oh, yeah, I do see things in the chat there. Okay, I see there in the chat. Okay, I see. Okay, indeed. All right, so checking the personal Zoom chat. Let me see real quick before I do the invocation. Now let's go back and check YouTube real quick. Let's see how you guys are doing there in the YouTube world of it all, right? Let me catch up. Awakened Soul 144 Eternal. Peace read to you also. Islam and happy holy degree. See you all there. And JL again for being, JL is always showing up. I got to admit, for like the last 7 or 8 Veritas, I've been seeing JL consistently. So shout out to you, JL. Whoever you are, respectfully. That's not being rude or anything. It's not like we can see your face or anything, but shout out to you showing up there and showing out every and most of the time it'd be like, I think most of the presentations, but definitely when I go to look for Veritas on Fridays or whatever. So with that being
definitely,
said,
like on the weather report and like Intuition Mondays too. Like all of them.
JL is consistent. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, whoever you are. Respectfully, I trust you're not, on some bullshit.
Oh, snap, Brother R.
All right, there's Brother R. Cool. So Brother R, maybe you can lead us out, man. I'm going to do the screen share here, right? And we'll do the invocation out. Everybody, we're facing east. We're going to close out how we came in. We're going to face east. That was just symbolic to going with within, because east is within. We're going to stand the course how Prophet Noble Drew Ali at least has his feet there, but we're going to have 5 on the left, 2 on the right, facing east. And our beloved brother, in whom we are well pleased, Brother Ara Muwaba Bey, will be leading us out. Alrighty, with our invocation turned Moorish American prayer. And I yield the floor to Brother Ara Muwaba Bey. Islam. Islam. Might have to get close to your mic just in case, bro. I'm not sure. If you can, if you can't. You there, Brother Ara? Get close, bro, if you got to. If you got to modify how you do your prayer, bro, it's all good, man.
All right.
Close, bro.
Right?
Yeah, indeed.
Allah, Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom and justice.
Freedom and justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night and by day.
By night and by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Drew Ali.
Drew Ali.
Amen.
Ameen. You already, bro. I appreciate my magnificent and beloved brothers in whom I well please you all. We are going to say namaste to those that are our equals and still seeing the divinity equal in others as we see in ourselves. Namaskar to the elders. With that being said, any other questions, comments, and or suggestions before we tell the people to be themselves and donate. That's right, man. And when you donate, you're really donating first and foremost to yourself. If there's something that you saw help you here, guys, you already know. DM us, schedule your sessions, right? That's the best donation you can give to yourself and transact for a mirror session or a report. We already know on my solar return, July 8th. I know me and Sean got to get together and do the advertisements for it. July 8th, guys, we're going to do a, just for that day only. I don't care if it's just one being. You're going to be able to get a solar return report from me. And solar return reading, Brother Sean's going to do the report. And that's going to be for 180 units in lieu of lawful money. All righty. I and Brother Sean will split. And then we will find the respective people that we would like to be able to give, to, because we do our best to, take our earnings. And then I'll ask my brothers, hey, man, I'm thinking this number. Can somebody match me? Whoever matches me, or we all are allowed to match each other, then we find which Moorish American, active Moorish American or Moorish Americans, that we can just, hey man, we just, sending this into your life. Instead of putting 10% of our, earnings into a collection plate, we actually find people that's out there that we can really, do, whether it's Brother Cujo's Temple, whether it's Khalifa Society, whether it's our brothers out there behind the truck driving wheels or whatever. Hey, look, man, we got your lunch today. Type energy is what we do for real. You feel me? So any other questions, comments, and or suggestions, Brother Sean, Brother Corey, Brother R, going once?
Peace and love.
Indeed, going twice. And going thrice. I like to say namaste and namaskar to you all. Islam, Islam, Islam.